protect your mental health and get out of depression. Don't make your family member be the next victim. Do not make your loved ones be the next victim. Do not let your children be the next victim. Do not be the next victim. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. You see, I'm a big forehead. So I just went and got these small to medium size knotless braids. I think it's on my butt. Yes, it's butt length. So I got these braids. I just come back from the hair salon. My hair did tender because guess what? I took off the wig this morning. No, I went to the hair salon and I took off the wig. Magical Hands, which is located in Thornton. Good evening, T. Andre. TJ just come from school. You never hot?
No?
You still have any sweater?
How are these?
Is an empty box. Yeah, he's just come from home. Say hi now.
Hi.
So I just got these medium to small braids. We get up this morning and I was like, I'm just tired of the wig. I'm tired of the wig, so I'm going to take the wig off, get my hair washed. It was tender. The tender when it had what my hair started probably after 9 and the finish probably exactly 1:30. It started sometime past 9 and no, it not finished sometime past 9. It started around, my hair started around 10 o'clock. Yeah, because I forgot that it had to wash or something. And then it started braid about after 10 and it finished 1:30. So I said 10, 11, 12, 1. So probably take 4 hours. Yeah, and I love it. I think I'm gonna have this on for a while. I think I'm gonna buy one pantyhose, which is a stocking, we call it out here, and put the stocking on it at night time. But guys, let me take the earpod out. I want to talk to you guys about my comeback again with depression. I come back again with depression. Guys, my thought the other day, I spoke about the topic. I spoke about depression. I spoke that depression is real. I talked about the mental health real and people take it for fun. People took it for fun and people started talking about people more for sorry for me because I'm going through a rough path. I'm going through a rough path but I don't look like a rough path. So from the dictionary, from my phone, depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest and can interfere with your daily happening. It can interfere with your daily lifestyle. Okay? Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness, loss of interest. Also, a major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. You may have trouble doing normal day-to-day activities, and sometimes you may feel as if life isn't worth living. More than just a bout of the blues. Depression isn't a weakness and can't simply snap out of it. Depression may require long-term treatment, but don't get discouraged. Most people with depression feel better with medication, psychotherapy, or both. Symptoms. Guys, I'm just reading because I read up on them something here. Symptoms. Although depression may occur only once during your life, people typically have multiple episodes. During these episodes, symptoms occur most of the day, nearly every day, and may include feelings of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness, or hopelessness, angry outbursts, irritability or frustration, even over small matters, loss of interest or pleasure in most of or all normal activities such as sex, hobbies, or sports. Sleep disturbances including insomnia or sleeping too much. Tiredness and lack of energy or even small tasks take extra effort. reduce appetite and weight loss or increase cravings for food and weight gain, anxiety, agitation, restlessness, and the list goes on. I spoke about this topic. I spoke about this topic. As me say, I go to the tax office and I heard they were talking about mental health awareness. I came home and I spoke about the topic in the car. The first thing somebody said, um, I pretend or me always a video in a car, which is that's okay with me because the moment I start to feel better with myself, me not bother what people have to say again about me. That not really matter me. As me say, social media come with a lot of negativity. It comes with a lot of bashing. It comes with a lot of fake energy. And worst thing, I think of the devil's playground. I think it's a devil's playground because social media is a place where I see people make up a lot of fake pages and just try to bring down persons, say the worst about persons. I do not even know what people are go through sometimes. I do not even know what people are go through sometimes. See my room here, I could have vlog in the room. I could have vlog in the room. But I choose to vlog outside, as I said, I was a remodel. Guys, Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. I will say this again. Our men have been suffering, and when a female will come out and talk about what they're going through, and with over the internet, I say every day this a girl come on social media and attack our story and attack about our business. I say to you, if I saw she go feel better by talking about her business, make she stay. 5 years down the line, she will watch it back and say, Jano, you know me shouldn't do this, but at least it did help her. Right? You understand what I say? At least it did help her. Men need to speak up. Women need to speak up. We are not speaking up. People are not speaking up. You are draining yourself when you're not talking about a situation. The better people say, you run to everybody with a business. Like, you don't understand. Depression, frustration, sadness is not normal. Yes, we all feel sad, but it is not normal. In a normal, if you just lock up in a one place and you want to talk to somebody, a lot of our males are suffering, a lot of our females are suffering. You know how much males are suffer with their sexuality? You know how much females are suffer with their sexuality? Especially males. Because right now it is so normal for a female to want to be with a female and nobody not bash them. Because you know we say them bisexual or them still have sex with man. You know how many of our males are suffering with their sexuality? They are suffering in choosing their identity, in choosing to be who they want to be because society refuses to let them be who they want to be. We need to normalize this thing in Jamaica that depression is real. But telling you the other day, people just don't get up and just hurt themselves. People don't get up and just commit suicide. People don't get up and just do those things. I spoke on this topic. I spoke on it dearly. People not get up and just take their own lives. People not just get up and do that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, we get up today and we say, may I eat if I go kill myself or may I eat if I go commit suicide? Guess why? It probably be easier for me. Because me probably just chat to somebody about it. We just see somebody and we just stop and say, once you're my friend, and I'll say, girl, you know say, may I go through this and me just can't bother. And just a word of encouragement. Probably sometimes just a little prayer will change your whole perspective. It will change the whole dimension of the argument and make you say, okay, I am beautiful. I am Anna. I am who I want to be. And it just changed everything. You not even remember, say me did a plan to take my life. We need to get up in a Jamaica today and pretend like people's lives matter. When you see your family members looking sad, not speaking up, lock up in their room, you can't hear from them 2 3 days, you know so that no normally would have did call them and get them. Try reaching out to your family. Try reaching out to your friends. This is no joke. We are losing too much of our brothers and sisters because of depression. We're losing too much because guess what? Enough of we shame to share a story. A lot of us are ashamed of what how people might laugh after we have said bad things about we. It is okay to be ashamed. It's okay for you to talk your story and somebody come and screen record it and post it over the internet. Once it is even okay to cry if you want to cry, if that's what you choose to do and if it makes you feel better and you have to come on the internet and cry, cry if you have to. If you have to vent, vent if you have to. But please, guys, we are losing too much of our young man to this deadly disease called depression. Depression is deadly. Depression is deadly. People are getting up, people are waking up and hurting their kids. They're hurting their kids. You feel say easy if you go through depression and have pitney and you get triggers and you just all take out your problem them for your pitney. That's not normal. Nobody when normal now just get up every day and take out them problem upon people and then we see people just get up every day and just laugh after people's situation. Wanna just get up and laugh after people's situation like wanna no feel say one day things are gonna happen to one too. Or one day things are gonna happen to our own family. People take this depression thing for a joke and I just don't know why. People have been taking depression for a joke. Depression symptoms in children and teens. Common signs and symptoms of depression in children and teenagers are similar to those of adults, but there can be some differences. In younger children, symptoms of depression may include sadness, irritability, clinginess, worry, aches and pains, refusing to go to school, or being underweight. Yes, those are the symptoms of depression. Alright, for instance, my daughter was fat. She was fat growing up in primary school. When she reached grade 6, she told me say she don't want to be fat no more. I said, how you gonna do that? How you make it possible? Me end up going a foreign. When me come back, she lose the weight. Tiana, what did you do? We just not eat enough or maybe we just eat crackers and drink enough water. Okay, she lost the weight. But then I started to realize that before she started putting on back little weight, I started realizing how she just maga and look washy. As Tiana eat, she go in the mirror and she look on her stomach. She look if her belly get too big. She look on herself. And then I started to myself say, this is just not that's just like anorexic. Me I said this is just not healthy. Me I said Tiana, you're perfect. You're perfect. You don't need fear do all of this. You don't need fear do all of this. You understand? So things like these, I tell you say pitney we suffer from like saying, oh me too fat, me too maga. My friend are coolie. You not even understand. My friend here pretty. Why am I here never pretty? My friend here can look nice and them edges go in. Why am I here? There is so much things. I'm tell you, you see, there is so many stuff. In teens, symptoms may include sadness, irritability, feeling negative and worthless, anger, poor performance or attendance at school, feeling misunderstood and extremely sensitive, using drugs or alcohol, eating, sleeping too much, harm self, loss of interest in normal activities, and avoidance of social interaction. Let these children socialize. You know, during school times, them nago can get up every day and come in on them phone. But give them recreation, make them socialize, let them interact with people. Can you see? You may say your children must can share everything with you. There's still not everything your child is going to want to share with you. So give them time. Give them time. Wait, listen to your children. Watch them body language. Watch their body language. Watch them because it is not sometimes, it's not even easy to spot if you have a child who is quiet and don't speak a lot or don't really go outside and hang around a lot of people. It probably not be that easy to spot. For depression in older adults, depression is not a normal part of growing older, and it should never be taken lightly. Unfortunately, depression often goes undiagnosed and untreated in older adults, and they may feel reluctant to seek help. Symptoms of depression may include, and yes, they said they might be reluctant to seek help. Childhood trauma. I know people who have gone through childhood trauma. When we mean childhood trauma, abusive parents, toxic siblings, always a fight, always a argue, and to them, when they grow up as adults, they see it normal. That's not normal. Childhood trauma. A lot of people know. I know, it has childhood trauma. That's the childhood trauma. Now they're passing on to their other half, or they're passing on to their children because they were raised this type of way, and they were raised a way where mommy and daddy, if mommy says no, daddy says yes. So if I say no, daddy says yes. And they pass it on to these children. Childhood trauma is deep. It's very deep. Memory difficulties or personality changes. That is one of the first symptoms of depression. Physical aches or pain, fatigue, loss of appetite, sleep problems, or loss of interest in sex, not caused by a medical condition or medication. Often wanting to stay at home rather than going out to socialize or doing new things. So suicidal thinking or feelings, especially in older men. I don't even remember, as I think I took down the figure. I thought I took the figure down, but I did not lie. 84%, no, 84 men a week die from suicide. Do you all believe that 84 men die a week from suicide? Remember, this is probably around the world. 84 men a week die from suicide. 75% of all suicides are male. 75% of suicides are male. The man them not talk up. The man them don't talk up. But when a female will talk, alright, a man will say everything happen in your house, you can't go to road go talk. When they are not sharing whatever they're going through, or they're not trying to seek help, while a female will go to a friend or run to a family member or even go to a counselor and seek help. A male is not that open. Them not that open. They don't want to talk about whatever they're going through. They don't want to talk about whatever they have been through. A lot of our men, along with even females, have been sexually assaulted. They have been sexually molested as kids. They have been, let me tell you something. People that say beating this and that. You think say easy if you get in normal if you get up and a beat pitney with a board and a lick pitney someplace and I do some things and I run down pitney with machete. That is not a healthy way of growing children. It's not a healthy way. All of those things are childhood trauma, and they grow up thinking that yes, I should raise my kids this way, or it's normal to raise my kids that way. 25% of men live with a mental illness, either diagnosed or otherwise. 25% of our men live with a mental illness, either diagnosed or otherwise. Mental illness diagnosis by a doctor. Otherwise, I probably somebody tell them, you know, I don't know. Let's encourage men to speak up. Let's encourage men to speak up. Just like I was talking to a friend, and I was telling them about this gentleman I know. And when I asked the men, when I asked the man about like his past, he will say um, he went through a lot. He never have the, 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 the perfect parents, or his daddy was abusive and his mother never did it, and our step parents would have do this, and siblings would have treat him a kind of way, and him never done high school, him never get to go to high school. Yes, if I ask my father to help me do a homework, my father would have say, go on one side, go sit down with your book. All of these are childhood trauma, you know. All of these, you know, we as society or Jamaican look upon it as nothing, you know. Then if a man can have these things bottled up in his brain till him reach them 30 odds and still a talk about it, what do you think? And now it boils down to, if you don't do something a way to please your family, you feel say them not gonna love you. Listen, you feel say them not gonna love you because of what them instill, but yet they are the same family who was not even there, and they were the same family who put you through depression. Mind game is a terrible thing. Here, mind game is a terrible thing. Here, so they damage you from you were smaller. You can't live a perfect life now growing up, and them still in your life. I try to damage your life. They're still in your life trying to damage your life. But I want to level down and just say this. If you don't want to believe the depression real, it's up to you. It's up to you. Read about it. Read about it. Depression Health Awareness. Monday, May 1. Wednesday, the 31st of May. So it's a Wednesday. Check your stress symptoms. Track or physical symptom of stress and depression. Listen, protect your peace at all costs. Protect your peace at all costs. Just protect your mental health. Get sleep. Sleep is important. Ensure that you're sleeping. Ensure that you're not arguing every day. If you can't if you can't just come out of a situation and build back for your whole month, and just reflect on whatever you've been through and what you feel like now in your present self, the moment you come out of the situation, you will tell which is best for you. What if you was in a toxic situation and you come out of a situation a month after and you realize that you're calm, you're not arguing, you find back your true self, you'll know which one of the situation is better for you. Okay? But please protect your space. Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make healthy choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. Mental health is important. 4 types of mental health. I took these down. Mood disorders such as stress, depression, or bipolar disorder. Bipolar, terrible thing that, you know. This minute you're good, this minute you're good, and you just get up and just flare up. Anxiety disorders, personality disorders, psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. So, guys, what we need to do as people who have loved ones and we see that something is wrong, start reading up on these symptoms. Start watching your loved ones more closer. Sometimes I might, but sometimes you just say you wanna watch your loved ones them closer. Sometimes them come here so. Sometimes them come here so, and we are good. Them laugh and them talk with you, and by them go home and either hear them say they something happened to them, they took their life, and you were saying that, but he was just good beside me. A lot of people are battle so much, and we just sit down and we take it for granted and we laugh after them. Me not care who want laugh after me. Me not dead. This is not the death of me. I live to can speak about my situation. I live to come and talk to you guys and let you know that depression is real and you can protect your mental health and get out of depression. Don't make your family member be the next victim. Do not make your loved ones be the next victim. Do not let your children be the next victim. Do not be the next victim. Please.